Hey guys, welcome back. All right, today is a little something different. I had a viewer request to show diamond paintings. Basically, they want to see my process from start to finish, what I do. If you guys like to see more of this, doing diamond painting, just let me know in the description below. And I can definitely, we can work on one from start to finish. I got this one a while back from Temu. It's a really pretty butterfly one. And it's a 30 centimeter by 30 centimeter, which comes out to be about 9 3/4 by 9 3/4. So now what I like about this, my favorite diamond painting kits are the ones that have all the gems and a different type of beads and all that kind of stuff. Those are my favorite. So that's why I like doing those. What I thought today is I would show you, and it comes with that, and it comes with your basic standard kit. And I think it was like right around $2.50. If I can find it again, I will definitely link it for you. Okay, so I wanted to show you how I deal with do my trays and everything. So I bought these off of wish.com many years ago. This is 2 sets here. They have four shelves on each. I glued mine together. They're really easy to put together. They stand like this, and they have like your little openings for your tools. I put 2 together. You can put more than 2 together depending on how. 2 I found has been enough. That's given you about 24 different slots. You can use some of these because this one here doesn't have the holes in. I have used these if I have to go, more than that. And then you can use this one so you can have 25. Well, I don't really use this one because the tools stick up there. But around 24 to 28 you can get in here. So I did find it off of Wish. It's still right around $10 for one. And I also found it off of Temu, and they want a little over $13 for one. But they have, if you go on Temu or wherever you should like to shop from, and just search diamond painting tray holder, you'll find lots of different types. This is just, like I said, I picked this up many years ago. So I use this. Now, the trays, you get trays because you get a tray with every kit you ever buy. So if you keep all your trays, some of your trays look like this. Some of your trays look like this. So you have all sorts. Me, I like to try to be matchy. And I don't usually use the top. And this one I only need about 15 maybe. 10 it looks like maybe. Oh, that doesn't say. And these 2 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yep, 10 of them. I would just pick out 10 trays. Normally I keep all my trays in here, but for today's purposes, we're going to show. Okay. Now, I like to start counting here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can go down this way. Whatever you like. I'm going to put my trays, and I'll start 1 here. So what I do is open my beads, gems, drill. I think they're called drill something or something. These 2 look so similar. They got different number, but they look like almost exactly. It might be a tad lighter color. I like to put mine in my trays. Right away. I just put them in my trays. Like I said, this part's optional how you want to do it. But this is what I like to do. And I find a nice secure place when I'm working on my diamond painting, and I keep this set up. Normally that would be, I have a desk in my bedroom where there's, doggies aren't going to interfere too much, and I work on those in there. And I keep this just sitting out like this. Usually one like this doesn't take me too long. And I'm just going to put all these in. And so far these are just all regular rhinestones. I'll show you some of the other. I just love when they put all these different flat backs and stuff like that. And like everybody likes to do it a different way. You choose what's best for you. For a small project like this, I sometimes do one color at a time. Now I'm getting into these different like flat backs. I'll show you some of these up close. So we have pieces like this. So cute. And I can tell where those are going to go. Let's move some of this off to our side. And that would be, that one was A. Was there a B? Oops. Yeah, that was A. I don't know why they don't have a B. Sometimes with like the B and the 8, but there was no 8. So the B's not going to look. So you got, so the first ones was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we're going A, C, D, Y. That confuses you, then write it down somewhere or somehow mark this or however it works for you. But I'm usually, you know, pretty good at remembering what I'm doing. So you could always take like, oh, there's still one of those are still stuck in here. There we go. If you want, you could always tuck your little package right underneath here. Also, if it confuses you, you know, so A, or you can do that. So that would be for that one. C would be for this one, which is like a little flower. There's really not enough room on here to write. You could write something tiny. However you need to do it. I know this is a D. Sure. So we got D. So if you want to put your D here, then that shows that one. And then the last one is Y. I won't worry about that because, you know, I know what it, and you can tell by the shapes. Okay. So then let's clear that all off. Clear that all off. This is what I have. Mine's not full, of course. I don't want to tilt it too much because we'll have a mess everywhere. It would be the first time though. So then I push it back. And I'm going to need another tray for some of the ones that have a lot on. And then push this here. Now I like my little soft padded things on. I really don't like these skinny ones as much. And this one here is, this end helps separate your rows, which I'll show you when we get to. I have lots of the wax. And I also have this light up one. You can't really see it, but it does light up. Which is kind of nice sometimes if it's a little dark where you're working. You basically find the tool that you like the best to work with. I always seem to come back to the basic one. I don't know why. It's just, you know, with these on, they're just more comfortable. And then you just take your wax, and I'll use their wax because that's what it came with. And then it's got a little plastic seal on both ends. Both sides. I just peel up one. And if it's brand new, this one's not. But if it's brand new, I usually do a couple. And then you can kind of see the pink. A little bit of pink in there. Okay. And then what I like to do, and I like to start kind of backwards sometimes. So I'm going to do my Y because I can see there's not that many in there. I can just work right out of this one. I usually have an extra one for things like this one. Because I have a ton, then I'll dump some in. Okay, we're going to try to bring this up a little bit closer so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. I'm going to move this. Now, because there's such a glare, I'm going to take this whole thing off. What you don't want to make sure you don't want to do is put your arm in it, okay? But there's still a slight glare from the glue, but I don't think it's as bad. Now we're going to look, all our Y's, you can see are going to be around here. So then I like some of these have, where you can pick up a whole bunch of the little ones. And I don't like those. I'm a one gem at a time. Just pick them up. See, this sticks right on there. And then you just kind of position it right in place. We're not going to do this whole thing today. We'll work a little bit on it. And we'll definitely finish up this one in a few videos. And if you guys, and if you it didn't go on right, you can kind of see where you can see some white there. I didn't quite set it down right. You can just push it. It doesn't hurt anything. Just give it a little push around. I will definitely finish this one for you in a couple different videos, and so that, you know, the one that requested this can see this. Now, if you guys want to continue, I will put this on a different day than my regular videos. If you want me to go ahead and do this more regular basis, we can do that. We can also do kind of like, I'm not going to go live right now because of things that are going on. I cannot schedule a live because of all the appointments we got going on and stuff like that. So we won't be doing a live. But if you want to continue this, let me know in the description below. And you can always ask questions in the description below, and we can talk about them in the next video. They can be questions about the diamond painting. They can be questions, personal questions, like, you know, where were you born? I don't care. You know, Q&A kind of thing. We can do that. This would be nice to do live because I could, well, I don't know if it would be nice to do live because it would be hard for me to watch the questions, I guess, you know, when I'm doing this. This is very relaxing. I don't know about, like, you know, you guys, but I find this very relaxing to do. And I love using these bigger gems and stuff like that. I pushed over just a little bit. Don't worry about pushing if you get your little hand on there. Like I said, normally I don't take that whole top piece off. I'll just peel back so much. But I don't want there to be too much glare for you guys. And the fact that I usually have this closer to me, you know, I may not be getting it quite in position. Okay, if it's not picking up, if you feel that it's not picking up again, because these bigger ones are a little bit weightier, just put some more of your wax on. And put it down. Like I said, I usually, when I'm doing these gem ones, because all these little ones, those are number ones, are going to be these blue ones. I like to do that last. So I like to fill in my stuff first. So we're going to look, do we see any more Y's anywhere? Nope, I think we got all the Y's. So we're going to push that back. That's how many are left. You always have some left. Do not get rid of these. You can use these on your cards. You can use these on any of your projects. I'll show you them in the next video how I store these. Where was that one here? Okay, so let's go to this one, which was our D, I believe. So that was our D. Oh, this one's a really shiny one. Okay, and you can like tell by the shapes because that was kind of more of an oval shape. Now the D is going to be more round, and I can see the size. So we got them right here, and here's one, and here's one. So you can see the round. Like when we go back to the A, it looks like it's a teardrop. So you can kind of tell like that too. And most of the time, that's what I do. These blue ones, let's go start up here and put one down. And in there. I'll bring this up close to you guys again. Don't worry. I'll just kind of watch, you know, and we'll just do till we feel like, you know, you guys have probably had enough of watching and listening to me and that kind of stuff. You know, it's hard. I don't have much to talk about right now, I guess. It's like, you don't want to hear my rambling, do you? Oh, what's up in your life? Let me see what's in my life. Well, it's starting to warm up a little bit. Okay, I need some more wax again. Just busy. Okay, we're way up here. There's another D. This is a pretty color, this blue one. It's very pretty. I'll bring my storage thing down too on the next video, show you how I store them. Some I do hang. I have a really big one in the kitchen. Maybe I can take a little shot of that one. And then I just kind of, to get them to flip back over, I just kind of shake them around. And you get them to flip back to the right side. And where did that one fall? Right there. I do that all the time. Come on. It takes some getting used to when you're dealing with these bigger rhinestones. So it takes a little getting used to it. All right, a couple D's along here yet. So I see one here. So just practice. And you'd be surprised how fast this can go, especially these ones with the gems and these small. Always start with a smaller project. My one in my kitchen is huge. I will definitely next time we'll take a picture of that so I can kind of show you guys and take the measurements. That was my biggest and bravest project. It took me quite some time, but then again, that was before I started my YouTube channel. And or otherwise it might not have ever got done. It's like, So that was before I started. At this point, we're coming up on, I think June will be a year. And we're in May. Okay, get my finger off. Okay, now let's just take a look. Don't worry if you forget one. I don't throw these away or anything like that yet. So don't worry, you can always come back to it. So if you forget this one, looks like I got them all. So throw that in there. Now we're going to take our C. These ones are so adorable. I've never ever had these ones before in a diamond. And like, you don't even need to do this. So I'm just going to take these. These were C's. I'm just going to take it with my fingers and place it in the spot. And after I lay all these down, I'll pick this up for you and we can see. I mean, you don't always have to, you know, with these bigger ones, use your fingers. You don't, they're so big, I'm not going to pedal around. We're trying to get them. You want to use the tweezers, use the tweezers. But for me, this works quite fine. These will make really pretty, these extra ones will make really pretty centers for your flowers on your cards. That one's got like a little extra plastic on. I kind of look at that too. If I got one that looks like it's flawed, save it for one of your extra pieces. Okay. Whoops. That one felt weird. It looks okay. It just felt weird when I laid it down. Okay, let's look and see how that piece looks. Put that right in the middle. All right, whoop, there's one. Right in the middle there. Make sure it didn't have an extra piece. Oh, is that beautiful? Okay, let me... Looks good. Yell at me if you see one. Let's bring this up a little bit so you can kind of see the center of that. Isn't that pretty? I suggest if you're new to this, please start with something simple like this, a small one. Get the gems because, like I said, it goes so fast. Look how much we did in, I don't know how much time we were on this already, but look how much we did already. Bring that back up and bring you back down a little bit because it's a little, can't quite see the whole thing. Let me move this out to the side so I can bring it up a little bit. All right, so we can bring this into the camera so you can see the whole butterfly. My head goes in view. I'm sorry. Okay, now we're going to do the A's. And that's our last big one, I think, because this one was gems. Yep. So we're going to go with our A now, and that's those pretty white ones, and they're like a teardrop. Very iridescent little teardrops. And these two you can either do either way. So these ones I know I've picked up before, or you can just use your fingers. So they pick up just fine. So we're going to make sure you match the tear, the point down to where the point goes. And put those, just lay them down. Like I said, this can go pretty fast. It's not something I do during the day with the dogs. It's usually something I do at night. Because the dogs wouldn't let me do this. They don't let me do much of anything, actually. They're both, what, right around 3 now. So kind of flip some more. I don't know what I was thinking, getting 2 of them. We love them, though. Okay, so we got that flower done there. See the difference between that one? That's probably hard to see, but... I don't really rest what I'm doing is putting my finger down. So I'm not like resting my hand. I kind of take my finger and use that to balance and lay it down. So I take my little pinky, kind of balance it so that I can try to make sure I'm somewhat getting it straight. And being on camera like this, I normally would be a little closer to it. I forgot who requested this, but I will definitely put it in the title. I have it wrote down upstairs, and who I'm thinking, I don't think it was, so I don't want to say the wrong name. But I like to give credit, and I usually put it in the title so that they know that I did see their request. You can request just about anything. If I can do it, I will. If not, I will let you know on your message. If it's something I've never done before, don't think I can do. All right. I'm going to turn this because I don't want to be reaching over. And we'll get these two on this end. So I turn it around. Just kind of flip some more of these. It's a very relaxing. I usually will have some music on. Sometimes I'll have a TV on for the background noise, but most of the time we'll just throw some music on. It can be very relaxing, but I also don't work on it for long periods because of I do have rheumatoid arthritis, so I can start getting a sore neck and shoulders. So I don't necessarily work on it for too long a period at a time. Usually I probably work on it, you know, half hour, 45 minutes. That's more than enough because I can quite look how much we've been. We're at 21 minutes right now, but I did a lot of talking at the beginning. And look how much we've accomplished already. Now, yes, we're going into our little ones any minute now. So, all right. I think we got everything. Pull that up. Can you see that? Isn't that pretty? Now, when I'm doing a little, like I said, when I'm doing a little project like this, most of the time, I'm doing the whole, like I do one color at a time. And it's just, for me, it's just easier. Or you can peel back and do one section at a time. Now, always keep this. And now what I forgot to show you, what I should show you, and I'm going to make sure that I have the right side. Okay. Because one side will stick like all heck, like that. Okay. What I want you to do is before you take it off, and I forgot to show you this, and shame on me. Okay. Okay. Do I have a marker down here? I have a gold one. Looks like. What I do is I'll just write top. Okay. I gotta let that dry because I have made the mistake many times, but I don't know why they can't make it the same on both sides. So that you lay it down, because I thought I ruined one once because it wouldn't come off. Now what I like to do is after I put it back on, I kind of go over my beads. And you can use their fancy roller, whatever you have. Sometimes I just take this, you know, another one of these and just kind of flatten it down. I don't know. That's just me, okay? So there we go. Put that over there. So another tip, because I've learned the hard way. I also have these, what they call little weights. Now, I don't use these on these little projects, but they help if these, like, you can see that it keeps curling back on you. Which doesn't bother me because there's no print there. But you get these little magnetic things. They have a little magnet and a little design on them. So you put one on one side and one on the opposite side, and helps hold it down like that. Little weights if you want to use those. I don't use them on little projects, but you know, they're just there for looks most of the time. Okay, what else do I need to tell you? I think that's it for right now on that. So now what I like to do, we did that one already. Where are my, here we go, is most of these have the same amount of beads. So then go ahead and pick what color you want to do. I do not want to tackle with those. I'm going to do these clear ones first, which is number 4. They have the least amount. That's how I roll. So I'm going to do, now you can see how tiny. I'm going to need my glasses probably, just to make sure. Come back here. So I'm doing number 4, which is just to clear. Look how tiny those are. And you can see how tiny all your little numbers and stuff are. Can you see that in there? You may have to search. So I know I don't have many, so let's go see. Oh, I missed a D there, so I'll go back and do the D. Oh, and there's the 4. The D was this blue one. And that'll happen, like you're looking at it 100 times and you still miss. I don't see one on this side because usually there's one on the opposite side. I wonder if that's supposed to, no, that's that one there. Okay. This one is missing a number on it. You can see it's a little dot. You can see this one here. I'll just put, it looks like a blue, but there's nothing that got written on there. So when we get to that, we'll guess. Or it's a mistake and they tried to black it out, one or the other. They tried to white it out. Okay, so I can see some 4s here along here. bring you down a little bit so you guys can see that. Okay. Can you see the fours? Let's see all the fours right here. Okay, so then just going to give you a little shaky. Just make sure you want the flat side down. You pick them up and then you just drop them down. Easy, easy as that. Okay, just looking if there's any four on this side. There's some right down here now. It's not going to be a lot. They always give you quite a bit of extra, which is really nice because these are very nice to use on your project. So it's kind of like a bonus. I don't keep the drills that much, the plain plastic drills. I don't keep too many of them because I like the gems. I like the sparkle. So I always keep my extra rhinestones. It's just a bonus. Definitely use those in other projects. Okay, I'm gonna work my way down. I just kind of work my way, and then I will turn my project. So now I will turn it a little bit so that I'm not resting on. So I know I have to go over here, and there's no four here, so it's not the same on this. Sometimes you'll find them on opposite. So I'm gonna turn it, and I see some fours here. So I'm gonna grab those. Okay. Now I'll take a quick look. It's not very many. I don't think there's, you know, a piece of fuzz on there, which does happen. Okay, I'm just gonna hold it a little bit. I don't see none. When they're this little though, you're gonna probably miss some, but don't worry about it. We'll eventually get them all. But I don't see any more fours. I feel like, all right. I feel like that's it, I guess. Okay, all right. So we got four. Now, I think we're gonna leave all these blues for the end. Let's do some of 5. Now here I'll take, because I got quite a bit in here. So here I will take and just dump some in on the extra one that I have, because I always have lots of extras. See how they kind of go into the channels? Whoops, sorry. So I dump some in to an extra one because it's hard to work with that many in there. Then I give it a little shake, and then I drop it, which won't be the first time. And then you give it a little shake. And if we're lucky, not too many went in, or they landed in where they need to go. I have done this many times. So I get for holding it over the project and not under, you know, just off to the side. But it's easy. Just pick them off. Not a big deal. You know, it's just a matter of trying to get a hold of them too. Just these ones are so tiny. So don't drop it when you're showing it in the camera, okay? I think this is the last ones. Okay. No, I have dumped a whole one on once. Let me tell you. Okay. Looks like I got them all. Shake them off to the side. I'm shaking them off. I'm trying to get you to, so you can see in here farther. If I see another one, I'll get it as we go. So we're doing number 5s. So I'm going to just kind of start down here, right in here, and just start filling in. Some of these fell over on the sides. So I'm just grabbing those that are on the table. Give it a little shake. Sometimes they want to stick together. Once you get the hang of this, you can really move along pretty fast. Okay. So there's some mixed in here. I'll get all these around this white right now. Let's get all them. Let's get all these golds right at the end of our teardrops. And if I was doing a section at a time, I probably wouldn't have dumped them all on there. But, you know, I have to show you mistakes. And you know what you can do about it. Don't panic. The first time I did that, though, I panicked. I'm like, oh my God, they're going to stick. You can get them off. Okay, come on. We're on a half hour right now, so we'll just do a tad more here. And like I said, I'll keep doing them. I'll probably move it to, I'm leaving this first one on my normal craft day, but then I'll probably move it to another day. I'm just putting it out here on my normal craft day because I know everybody will, because I have an album day. Some people don't like albums, so they don't watch those. And this is my basic on Thursdays are general crafts. But not everybody wants me to watch me do this every week. So that's why we'll do another day and we'll put it on maybe Wednesdays or something. Make sure we don't have two of them stuck there. There. See, we did quite a bit already, didn't we? Shake some more. I'll make sure I dig out my project book though that I store them in, which you can get to hold the books off of Temu and them too. Because I can't hang them all, but I like looking at them. I like doing them, but I can't hang them all. 5 and 6 can, after a while, the 5 and 6 can look alike here. So, and don't worry if you put one in the wrong spot. In the overall scheme of things, it's really not going to show that much. It's not going to hurt your pattern too much most of the time. We're just going to finish up this kind of little section. And I think we'll call that a day for today. We did quite a bit. Okay. One more in here. Okay. I think that's all the 5s along there. Okay. All right. I think we'll quit for there. I dumped these extra ones back in the original one. So I don't want to have 2. Put it in there. And let me see. I'll show you where we're at. Okay. So we have, like, see that flower? And here's some of the gold we've been working on right now. Look how pretty that is, like that one. Look how pretty those are. The blue are going to be the fun ones. You know, the 1s and the 2s. There's a lot of, that's all the borders. That's going to be fun. All right, guys, let me know in the description if you want to see more. Like I said, I am going to still finish this one out so that the lady who requested it can see it totally finished and how it looks then. If you want to see more, just let me know in the description below. And as always, guys, I hope you have a great day. Bye now.